This is your wake-up call.
Wake the fuck up. The Breakfast Club, the show you love to hate. From the East to the West Coast.
DJ Envy.
Angela Yee.
Charlamagne the God.
The realest show on the planet.
This is why I respect this show, because this is a voice to society.
Changing the game.
You guys are the coveted morning show, but y'all earn that.
Impacting the culture.
They wake up in the morning and they want to hear that Breakfast Club.
The world's most dangerous morning show.
We in the house.
Good morning, USA! Yo 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 yo.
Angela Yee is out today. Charlamagne was popping.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day.
Yes, today is Wednesday, Hump Day. Now you got the bomb loaded up. Drop a bomb for Charlamagne the God.
What I do? Other than be Leonard McKelvey.
Drop a bomb for all the authors out there. And the reason I say this is I didn't know how in-depth writing books are.
Oh,
right?
man, shut up.
No, I'm going to be honest. Because I thought it was, you tell somebody your thoughts, you write the book, and that's it. And then you put it out.
Well, you can do that, but I actually write, so.
Yes, and my wife writes. So, next year, me and my wife wrote a book just about our relationship and us being
next
married.
Next year, you
20
and your
years.
wife wrote a book?
I'm sorry, it comes out next year.
I'm about to say, wow, that's incredible.
It was supposed to come out this year for our 20th anniversary, but because of COVID and we actually want to see people, touch people, talk to people about our relationship, we talk about everything, the ups, the downs, everything you could possibly imagine in our relationship that we went through. We're honest. We talk about how we dealt with it, but the difficult part is you have to go through it, right? Because you got to talk about everything again, right? That's the difficult part. Then after you do that, then you have to edit it. So then you go through it again. And then you have to go through everything possible to write this book, the grammar, the sentences, everything. And it's a lot. So I want to just drop a bomb to all the authors out there again. And Charlamagne, this is you have two books that are out right now.
I am a New York Times best-selling author, but who's counting? Two-time national bestseller, but who's counting?
But it's a lot, and when you dive into a world that you don't know, you think it's a lot easier than it is. So I just want to salute to all the authors out there that are making it happen. Whether you're a major author or a small author, it takes a lot, and I just want to salute you guys this morning.
Especially when you write yourself. Mm-hmm. That's a tedious task.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I just want to salute you guys this morning. All right. Well, this morning, Steven Jackson will be joining us.
My guy, Steven Jackson, one half of All the Smoke. You can catch the All the Smoke podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. But they have a documentary coming out on Netflix called The Malice in the Palace. You remember The Malice in the Palace?
Yes.
When Ron Artest and Steven Jackson and Jermaine O'Neal them got to scrapping with Pistons fans.
Yeah, it was Pacers versus Pistons. It got crazy.
I watched that a lot. I don't know why. It's just so many different nuances. There's so many different personalities in that situation. Even watching like Ron, like you could tell Ron was doing work on himself. So when he got shoved by Ben Wallace, like, he went and laid down. Because that's what a therapist or psychiatrist will tell you to do. Go ground yourself. So he went and laid down, so he didn't get to that level. Then that cup came.
That cup of beer came and hit him, and he snapped.
And I don't know why I watched that. I watched that Malice in the Palace a lot, so I can't wait to see this documentary. But Steven Jackson will be here this morning to talk about it.
That's right. So we'll kick it with him in a little bit. And then we got front page news.
Well, no need for you to lie and act like you know what's going on, because Angela Yee's not here this morning.
Now, this is the thing.
Okay.
Charlamagne and I just learned that Angela Yee wasn't coming in about how long ago?
2 seconds.
2 seconds ago. So we just got to figure things out.
Listen, man, I like winging
switch a little bit. We got to wing a little bit.
I like winging.
We're going to wing a little bit, all right? So we're going to figure it out. And we'll be back with front page news. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. All right, now, NBA, the USA team basketball, they beat Iran 120-66. Damian Lillard had 21 points. Kevin Durant had 10 points. And Booker had 16 points. All right. And their next game is Saturday versus Czech Republic. Now, Simone Biles, we all know that she withdrew from team gymnastics, but now she dropped out of, I guess they call it single gymnastics?
No, look over here.
Well, we have audio for talking about her dropping out.
I feel like I robbed them of a couple of tenths, and we could have been a little bit higher in the rankings. I was like, I think the girls need to do the rest of the competition without me, and they were like, I promise you're fine. We watched you warm up. And I said, no, I know I'm going to be fine, but I can't risk a medal for the team, so I need to call it. And you usually don't hear me say things like that because I'll usually persevere and push through things, but not to cost the team a medal. So they were like, okay, well, if Simone says this, then we need to take it pretty serious.
No drop on the clues bombs for Simone Biles. Where's the audio of her saying she withdrew because of her mental health? That's what I want.
I say put mental health first, because if you don't, then you're not going to enjoy your sport and you're not going to succeed as much as you want to. So it's okay sometimes to even sit out the big competitions to focus on yourself, because it shows how strong of a competitor and person that you really are.
Hey, man, I love it. Your mental health is non-negotiable. You know I reserve the right to say F that sugar honey iced tea at all times. I don't want to be around anything or anybody that exhausts me mentally, and I don't want to be around anything or anybody when I'm exhausted mentally. So I salute Simone Biles. I also respect her, because if I had that language when I was her age, if I knew, what I was dealing with mentally when I was her age, I would have saved myself years of pain. Yeah. Years of pain. And by the way, if she said she was physically not able to go, no one would question it. So you got to treat mental health with the same respect.
Yeah, shout out to Simone Biles. Now, the medal count, USA leads with 30 medals. They have 10 gold. Japan is in third place with 20, and China's in second place with 24 medals.
And they're giving out medals already?
Yeah, people win medals. What are you talking about?
I don't be watching. I don't know.
Now, they say the Tokyo reports another record day of new COVID cases, adding more than 3,000 cases in Tokyo. Now, they're also saying with this new Delta variant, CDC is telling people in certain areas, high areas like grocery stores, concerts, and things like that, that you should be wearing masks whether you are vaccinated or not.
You should have never told people to take them off, idiots. That's literally like telling people not to wear condoms just because everybody's on birth control. Mm-hmm. That's stupid.
And they're also recommending that masks are from kindergarten to 12th graders, that when they go back to school, they should be wearing masks as well.
And let the record show, I remember when the CDC first reported that, and I said that was idiotic to tell people not to wear masks. Mm-hmm. It's literally like telling people not to wear condoms just because everybody's on birth control. You still have to protect yourself. People with the vaccine can still get it and pass it on to other people.
Right, but where is there a line at all?
What do you mean?
Because there's certain places where, like, let's say restaurants, do you wear a mask in a restaurant?
Maybe to a certain point until your food comes. We do it on the plane. We keep the mask on the plane the whole time until we put something in our mouth.
Yeah, I guess, right. But restaurants feed off of people eating, people talking, people drinking. Like, that's how they pay their bills, though.
Hey, man, eat outside. Or wear your mask until your food comes to the table.
Same thing with concerts. Concerts are back now. Do you wear your mask at the concert the whole time?
Maybe we was a little bit too premature with those. maybe we was a little bit too premature with the concerts and the football games and the basketball games.
Same thing with the football games and basketball games.
Maybe we was a little too premature.
All right. Well, that is your front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Mark from Philly, Haitian Sensation, I'm trying to propose to my girl at one of your events. I'm coming to your white party, car show, and seminar. So I'm hoping you can help me out with one of those.
You want to propose at one of those?
At my Coachella car show?
Probably the Coachella. Probably the Coachella is probably the best one.
Well, how you going to do it? How you going to do it? Because there's going to be a lot of people. You want to get on stage and you want me to stop the music and bring everyone? Like, how you want to do it, brother? It's on you.
I definitely want to get on stage. I don't know if you want to fake some sort of prizes that I want. Bring me up on stage, and I'll have ring my podcast, and I'll bring her on stage to celebrate with me, and as I'm doing that, I'll just get on my knees and propose right in front of everybody.
All right, we could do that. So we're gonna say you hold on. We're gonna say you got a prize. I call you on stage, and then you do what you got to do.
Right.
Now, what happens if she says no? Are you sure she wants this? Because you don't want to get up there in front of all those people.
No, she wants it. I've talked about it with her mom, her dad. We've talked about it for years. We've been together for 5 years.
Okay, good. So she won't say no.
No, she wants to know.
You better make sure, bro. You better have one more conversation with her just in case, all right?
I'm positive. I'm trusting. I'm positive. We've been talking about marriage for a while.
All right, well, you go on hold. I'm going to set you up with my assistant, and we're going to have the confetti guns and all that and make it big.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, cool.
All right, thanks, David.
All right, Coachella's going down August 14th in Atlantic City. If you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. My man's going to be proposing at Coachella. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Why would he tell people that, though? You should be a surprise. Why would you call? If anything, call the radio station and say, Envy, let me talk to you offline, man. I need to talk to you about Coachella, bro.
He could have.
Lord have mercy.
He could have, but he didn't want to go that route. Hello, who's this?
What up, though? This is Jay.
What up, though? Jay, get it off your chest.
Man, I just wanted to say, you ever, get to a point where maybe your day or your life is all going cool, and then your car just makes some wild noise or something break down out of nowhere?
Bro, that happens with the car and the house, man. Everything will be going good, and then all of a sudden the AC shut off. Or you drive in your car, you hit a pothole, you got a flat tire, and then they say it's more than just the tire, it's the rim. Yeah, it happens all the time.
I'm not going to say it happens all the time.
We had a hot day.
But it happens.
I hopped in the whip. I was riding around cool as a fan. Went in the store, came back out the store, hopped in the whip again. Air ain't even blowing.
First of all, what year car you got? What year?
2012.
2012 what?
Impala.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the car's it's over a decade old, so you're going to have some glitches like that, sir.
Yeah, but out of nowhere, we running cool like a refrigerator. Just a second.
Not really out of nowhere. It's been 10 years.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm sorry for you, brother. Nothing I can do but just, what we always say, we'll pray for you.
I appreciate it. Y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir. Oh, he must have thought this was one of them shows you call and be like, we'll take care of you, AC. Sorry, sir. Times are tight, all right? Everybody's dealing with our own little financial issues. I'm sorry, sir. Can't help you right now. We all got things we dealing with.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Let's go.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
Say it with your chest.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So if you got something on your mind, let it out.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Larry.
Larry, what up, bro? Get it off your chest, Larry.
What's good, man? I wanted to just talk about the crime that's been going on in Detroit, Michigan, man. It's been out of control.
What's been happening, King? I mean, yeah, it's bad all across the country, but what's been happening in Detroit? I mean, I be seeing the videos.
Oh, yeah, mostly it's just a lot of killing, a lot of shooting.
Yeah, and it's no one thing to point at. I mean, you got a lot of people dealing with a lot of trauma, and they haven't dealt with their trauma, so they projecting that hurt on other people. You got people in real bad financial situations, so they robbing to get some money to keep some food on the table. It's a lot of things going on at once, man.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, it's also, I would have to say, is as adults and parents and OGs and all that, we got to make sure that we talk to those youngins and make sure they know what's right and wrong, and make sure that they know that once they pull that trigger, there is no coming back. You know what I mean? You sitting in jail for a long time, and I think a lot of people, and it's going to sound crazy, I don't think a lot of times they know the consequences of their actions until they do it. And we got to make sure that we explain it to them, because a lot of these brothers is shooting and killing over stupidity, over a gold chain. It ain't worth a man's life.
It's over money. That's why you got to provide opportunities for these kids, man. We got to give these kids something to do. Like, you got to open up these rec centers again. You know what I mean? We got to get these kids back into trade school. We got to teach these kids tech. You know, man. People are making multi-million dollars off gaming. Get these kids in that, which is also an entry point into the tech world.
But some of these ain't even kids. Some of these is young adults though, like 22, 23, 24.
Same difference.
I don't mean to cut y'all up, right? I don't mean to cut y'all up, but it's like, it's been ongoing. It's nothing new. Because even back when I was younger, I'm 42 years old. Even back when I was younger, people was getting robbed at the bus station.
Yes, sir.
At the bus stops for their glasses, for their starter jackets, gym shoes. But now it's more so at your face. They can see the people of it. They was playing, but these are the young generation that grew up playing all the guns, the games that was just nothing about shooting and carjacking and everything else. That's all. But just it's a cycle. Just keep on going on. That's what they think about. That's all they know.
That's right.
Picking up a gun.
That's right.
No, you're right.
So
man.
we got to break those narratives, King.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, we do. I'm glad I've been reaching out to y'all, because I've been trying to call the radio station for the past 3 months. Like every day, I've been trying to send Instagram messages to UNV, mostly because I got something special I need to talk to you about your car show. That I could just pretty much. Long story short, I invented a photo booth for my wife, and it's a next level thing. And I know I need to talk to somebody serious about getting everything set up, because I already got it patented. I just another level just to put it out there. So I'm sorry to switch off topics, but that's what I've been trying to get in touch with UNV is talking to you about.
Hold on, I'll talk to you off air.
Sure.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Yep.
But I would say this, that's why I think, myself tries to encourage so many people to be entrepreneurs and do other things outside of things that people normally see. And I think Charlamagne does the same. And we just got to keep encouraging these kids and showing these kids a different way. You know what I mean? And sometimes that robbing life and that scamming life will put you in one or two places, in the grave or in jail. And, just try to encourage kids to do, or encourage anybody just to do a lot better.
Well, listen, the money is definitely the thing. But, that's why I encourage people to, just focus on their mental health, man. Like, you got to deal with that trauma, or that trauma will deal with you. Like, you literally have a bunch of people out here that are hurt, and they're projecting that hurt onto other people. You gotta protect your peace. You gotta just deal with whatever issues you got going on, man, just to be a better person in this society. That's why I encourage people to go see a therapist, sit down with a sacred purpose coach. Just do what you got to do to heal, because heal people heal people.
There you go. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, when we come back, we got your rumor report. The baby, he issues a statement, and we'll tell you all about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, yesterday we had Adam from Instagram on here.
Yes.
Did you get a bunch of Instagram and tweets and texts from people that say, "Hey, you got the plug? Can you get me verified, or can you see why I'm banned?" Did you get a lot of those?
I've been getting those. I've been getting those because I met with Adam a couple of years ago, and we had posted a picture together. So every time somebody's page go down, somebody hits me.
My goodness.
I done got the Duval page back 3-4 times to the point where I'm not doing it no more.
And they took it.
They keep taking it down. I can't help you anymore, Duval. Neither can Instagram.
My goodness. All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk the baby.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Now, the baby's been all over social media since his performance at Rollin' Loud. And if you don't remember, let's just bring up a part of his performance and why people are upset.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
I told y'all yesterday we need better calls to action. We need more inclusive calls to action.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've heard all of those except for the last one. Poom poom. If you poom clean, let me hear you scream. If you got HIV, be quiet. But I've never heard the giving fellatio in the parking lot one.
Well, the baby, he did a song with this. I guess she's a pop artist. What's her name? Dua Lipa. What's her name? Dua Lipa. If you don't know the song, let's play a snippet of the song so people know. Oh, we don't have a snippet of the song. Great. Well, yesterday on Instagram,
Angela Yee's not here, people.
No, she's not here. Absolutely not. It wouldn't have been in anywhere, as you can see. But they did a song called Levitate, and she put a post up yesterday on Instagram. She's a pop star. The record was huge. She said, "I'm surprised and horrified at the baby's comments. I really didn't recognize this as the person I work with. I know my fans know where my heart lies and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. We need to come together to fight the stigma and ignorance around HIV/AIDS." So that's what she said yesterday. Now, the baby, he put up a tweet. His tweet yesterday was, "Anybody who'd ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody, so my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do y'all."
He ain't say that.
Y'all business is y'all business. And for any brands, networks, or artists that like to profit off of black rappers' influence on the culture without understanding it or having the patience to deal with what comes with that position, we play in our culture. Keep your money next time. Us is human too.
I don't believe you. Let me see that. Let me see that. I don't believe that he said that. Let me read it.
Come on, I'm just reading what he wrote.
You showed us his page?
Yeah.
He ain't get hacked?
Mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. Why?
Why what?
That will always be my question. Why? Leave people alone. Let it go. Apologize and keep it moving. The LGBTQ community wasn't bothering nobody. People with HIV/AIDS weren't bothering nobody.
Well,
let it go.
That was a call to action.
But you got to apologize to everyone across the board. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't apologize to the people with HIV and AIDS and then tell the LGBT community, well, do y'all. Like, no. Also, and I've said this before, I really don't understand why people care so much about folks' sexuality. I don't care who's screwing who, how they screwing, what they screwing. It's none of my business.
I think that's what he was trying to say, that he doesn't care. Y'all, it doesn't affect him. Like, y'all do what y'all do, we do what we do. Like, that's what I think he was trying to say, but I don't know.
I don't know. Salute to the baby, though.
All right. Now,
sending everybody healing energy.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs healing energy in this situation.
Mm-hmm. Now, young boy never broke again will remain behind bars until his court trial. He was taken into custody March 22nd in Los Angeles for an outstanding warrant. That's stemming from some drugs and weapons-related charges. They didn't give him a bail, so he will be in jail until his court date.
I think we should use people's real names when we report stuff like that, because that sounded crazy. And you said the whole thing. Young boy never broke again.
Oh, yeah.
Who says that?
Look, that's what's on the sheet, man. I don't do the rumors, man. Angela Yee's out today.
Don't they call his name is NBA Young Boy?
Well, that's what it says. Young
Lord
boy
have
never broke
mercy.
again. That's what it says. Now,
that's when you know you're old, when you got to sound it all out. Young boy never broke again. What?
NBA Young Boy. Now, Bun B.
Old man sounded out again.
Bun B is set to open up a Trill Burgers restaurant in Houston.
Okay.
So I love that. That's dope. Drop a bomb for Bun
God
B.
Damn, we could have led with that.
I wanted to end on a high. You know what I mean?
There you
Just
go.
End on a high.
Oh, my God.
So congratulations to Bun B. He's excited about it. They said possibly August, September, but they don't have an address locked down as of yet. And somebody asked Wale, what's going on with Maybach Music? What y'all been up to? And he says, Ross, Meek, and myself, we all coming soon. So people are assuming that it's going to come hopefully by the end of the year.
Man, you got to do better segues, okay? I thought Wale was at Bun B restaurant the way you just worded that story. Okay.
Maybe he was.
Right. Give me a comma or something. Put a period at the end of the Bun B story. Then move on to the next one. Okay?
I stopped, period. I said hopefully it'll be open by August, September.
Angela Yee, where you at?
We don't know. All right. And that is your rumor report. You want more?
No.
Okay.
I really don't.
Me neither. I don't want to do this. I didn't even know I was supposed to do this.
I'm already mentally exhausted for the day.
You going to take a day off?
No. I'm going to be here.
You'll be here. All right. When we come back, we got some front page news. We'll tell you what's going on in all your news. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela here, and the General Insurance has been helping people save money for nearly 60 years. Take a closer look at the General and get the great low rates and quality coverage you deserve. For a hassle-free quote today, call 800-GENERAL or go to thegeneral.com. Some restrictions apply.
Breakfast Club, let's get in some front page news. Now, Olympics. All right, USA team basketball, they beat Iran 120-66. Damian Lillard had 21, Booker had 16, and Kevin Durant had 10. Jason Tatum had 14 points. The next game is Saturday versus Czech Republic. Simone Biles, she withdrew from team gymnastics. Now she also withdrew from individual gymnastics. Now we have audio of her talking about it. It's right there.
Today has been really stressful. We had a workout this morning. It went okay, and then just that 5.5 hour wait or something, I was just like shaking, could barely nap. I've just never felt like this going into a competition before, and I tried to go out here and have fun and warm up in the back, went a little bit better, but then once I came out here, I was like, no, mental is not there, so I just need to let the girls do it and focus on myself.
Word. Listen, I respect it. Your mental health is non-negotiable. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know me. I reserve the right to say F at sugar, honey, iced tea at all times. How many times you hear people say to you, Envy, Charlamagne gonna be here, and you already know Charlamagne ain't coming.
Oh, I tell people all the time, but he ain't coming.
And I just got to the point in my life, that's why I respect Simone Biles so much. I just got to the point in my life where I say no. I say no because I don't want to be around anything or anybody that exhausts me mentally, and I don't want to be around anything or anybody when I'm exhausted mentally. So back in the day, I tell people like, yeah, I'm gonna come. Knowing good and damn well I wasn't gonna come. Now it's like, nope, I won't be there.
But what do you think to people that say, she's trained her whole life for this moment right here? Like, for instance, like a baseball player or NBA player or NFL player, they train and they work hard to get to the World Series or Super Bowl or the finals. Then when they get to the finals, they'd be like, nah, I'm not doing it mentally.
I quote the great black philosopher Sean Carter. So what? So what? I trained my whole life. I get to a certain point and I feel like mentally I'm not capable of performing. I feel mentally exhausted. I'm mentally not where I need to be. I'm not going to do it. Mm-hmm. I reserve the right to do that. That's what being a boss is all about, right?
Yep. Well, Simone, she has that option. And
she's the greatest gymnast of all time. She's bossed up on a whole different level. If she's not there mentally, yes, I respect the fact that she decided she don't want to perform. I respect it.
Now, officers shared some emotional testimonies before the Capitol Riot Committee yesterday. Now, the first person we're going to hear is Harry Dunn. That's the brother, the black officer that was holding the Capitol down. Let's hear what his testimony.
I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal." I responded, "Well, I voted for Joe Biden. Does my vote not count?" That prompted a torrent of racial epithets. One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden."
Lord,
then the crowd joined in screaming, "Boo, nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol Police officer.
Now, if he would have started just shooting them, right? Because they're attacking the Capitol.
That's what police officers are supposed to do. Police
if
officers
he just started popping them, would he
wouldn't have been wrong. He would have been absolutely right, because that's what police officers say that they do, right? Whenever they feel threatened or their life is in danger, they got the right to use lethal force, right? So why didn't they use it in that moment? That's what I want to know. But we know the answer, because there was a bunch of white people. Where all the Blue Lives Matter folks at? If you're going back to blue at all times. There shouldn't be nothing happening here except for y'all condemning those domestic terrorists, okay, those members of Vanilla ISIS that attempted a coup in this country. They beat up cops in the process. If y'all as patriotic as y'all say y'all are, if y'all pro-police like y'all say y'all are, you should be calling for these folks to be in prison, period. There's nothing else to discuss.
Now, Harry Dunn also said this.
So what I ask from you all is to get to the bottom of what happened. I use an analogy. If a hitman is hired and he kills somebody, the hitman goes to jail. But not only does the hitman go to jail, but the person who hired them does. There was an attack carried out on January 6th, and a hitman sent them.
There was an attempted coup of this country. There's nothing to get to the bottom of. We saw the video. Mm-hmm. We got all the evidence we need. We're just sitting around wondering why nothing's happening.
Right.
But we know why, because it was a bunch of white people.
Yeah,
it's really just that simple.
Well, there's the other officer, the officer that was pinned between the door that they was beating up and tased, and he spoke as well. I mean, it was very emotional, man, and I hope that they bring up charges on the president. I mean, like he said.
What president? The last president.
The last president. Mm-hmm. Like he said, if you hire a hitman to kill somebody, and the hitman kills somebody, the hitman goes to jail, and the person that sends him goes to jail.
I guess you got to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that,
we didn't hear it?
He actually sent him.
We didn't hear it?
I mean, I
heard it.
I did, but
Well, you got to prove what you heard.
You got to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt, because it's wording. You know what I mean? All I know is, don't tell me that you Blue Lives Matter. Don't tell me that you pro-police. Don't tell me that you back the blue if you're not standing up for those Capitol Police who got beat up by that domestic terrorist organization called Al Cracker. Okay.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, when we come back, Steven Jackson will be joining us.
That's right. One half of the All the Smoke podcast. There's a documentary on Netflix called The Malice in the Palace.
Malice in the Palace.
If you remember The Malice in the Palace back in the day, it was a fight between the Indiana Pacers and Detroit Pistons fans.
Right. It started off as a game, the Pacers versus Detroit Pistons, and then it just went all over the place. And we're going to talk to him when we come back. All right, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest joining us today.
Yes, sir.
Steven Jackson.
The legendary Breakfast Club.
And the legendary Steven Jackson.
Legendary Steven Jackson.
One half of All the Smoke, man. I'm really happy y'all doing the Malice in the Palace documentary, though.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, too. A lot of people want to hear that story. Before we start, shout out to my brother Matt Barnes. Though.
Absolutely.
Can't be up here without showing him love and Showtime. But the brawl, I can't wait for y'all to see it.
I watched that a lot. I just watched her fight a lot randomly for no reason.
Yeah, he showed it to me about 5 times.
For no reason.
For no reason.
I don't know, because it's a lot that's intriguing about it, but I always say, man, I don't think Ron was too much in the wrong.
Today he wouldn't be.
Okay.
Today, I don't even think we'll get suspended the amount of games we got suspended with all that's going on today, because you got to realize we was at work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you throw a beer in somebody's face in the bar, that's assault.
That's right.
So for people that don't understand, that don't know, break down what happened. Y'all were playing an NBA game.
Right. We was playing The Detroit Pistons. And that year, that was my first year on this team. They had a big battle the year before in the Eastern Conference Finals, but we were the team to beat this year. And this was the game to make the statement that we was going for a championship. We ended up blowing them out. We were up like 15, 20 points, I think, with like 45 seconds left. And we had the free throw line. And I guess Ron owed Ben Wallace a foul from the previous Eastern Conference Finals. I wasn't on the team, so I didn't understand the beef. How
and
serious
Ron was going to give him that foul.
You know that. He don't miss the opportunity. And somebody put a battery in his back. Y'all hear about that. And he ended up fouling Ben, after he shot a free. I was at the free throw line. I heard him say that. So I ran back and guarded Ben so Ron wouldn't foul him so we can get out of here. Make our claim that we coming for the championship and everything cool, but Ron still found a way to foul him while I was guarding him.
While you were guarding him?
While I heard him and I ran back to guard Ben so it wouldn't happen, and it still happened. And at that time, Ben had just lost a family member.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people didn't know that at the time. You know what I mean? So he wasn't even supposed to play that game, and he reacted like anybody would. He defended himself. And it got to the point where
how hard was the foul when Ron Artest gave the foul for people?
It was unnecessary.
Okay.
More than it was hard. You know what I mean? And Ben understood that it was unnecessary, and he pushed Ron head off to like the
yes he did
10th row in the parking lot.
Correct.
Out the stadium, and we ended up breaking it up. We kind of calmed it down. I think it was to a point where we all was ready to fight each other. You know what I mean? The only person I didn't want to see was Derek Coleman on that side.
You didn't want to see DC.
I didn't want to see no parts of DC.
Oh, Ben and DC look like some strong brothers, man.
Strong. DC strong.
And we know, and I know my history of Derek Coleman. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And Ben, one thing about Ben, he got bigger by the second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I know my weight class.
Yeah.
And we ended up breaking it up, though, and kind of calmed it down because, like I said, me and Rip Hamilton, a lot of guys, chance we were all cool. So it wasn't really no need to fight. But when the fans got involved and threw a beer in Ron's face after Reggie Miller had calmed him down, I think that's when everything got out of hand. When Ron went into the stands, and of course I went right behind him to defend my teammate, and we ended up getting suspended. Ron got suspended the whole season. I got suspended 30 games. We lost millions of dollars over a fan throwing a beer.
And see, what I was thinking always, what if Ron hadn't have gone in the stands? What would have happened to that fan? Just removal from the game?
Nothing, probably.
It's probably nothing, right?
Nothing. And they deserved it. I ain't gonna lie, it felt good to hear the fan.
Right.
It felt real good.
I saw Ron Artest said they're friends now.
That's what I didn't like that shit.
Yeah, he said he's friends with the fan that did that. It was a bet.
Yeah. He talked to the guy and all, and we didn't. Me and Joe didn't agree with that because we lost millions of dollars behind that, defending him. And
I love it when you came in the stands. It's like the beat dropped. When a record come on and it just be building up, but as soon as Steven came in, the beat dropped.
But I'm, being from Port Arthur, Texas, I'm familiar with that type of situation. And the love I got for y'all, if I'm with y'all and somehow like that, I'm riding, and we'll deal with the consequences later. And that was that situation. But like you said, if we wouldn't have never responded like that, that fan wouldn't have never dealt with nothing. It would just been another day.
Right. And aside from just losing the money, it's also like you had said, basketball was your life. That was what you did. Like, what else were you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's what you were brought up. You were playing basketball your whole life. And even for Ron Artest, he had said he was in therapy before that. And so not being able to play for all those games, I'm sure mentally that takes a toll on you as well.
I mean, 30 games for me, that's almost $3 million that I lost. You know what I mean? So you don't get that back. You know what I mean? That's one punch for almost $3 million. So, yeah, and having the game taken away from you, it was a depressing time. You know what I mean? I knew how to deal with my issues. I didn't need therapy, nothing like that. But being at home, seeing your team lose, you know what I mean?
Right.
And your children, your children, they see it all over the news. People saying things about you,
calling you a thug,
all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I had never been in trouble in my life, Angela, up until that point. Especially in court or nothing like that. So. For people, and I still live with that today. Like all the good stuff that I've done in my life, people still walk up to me, man, I remember the brawl, and I hate talking about it sometimes because they not saying it to give me props. They're saying it to be negative or to get a negative conversation out of me. You know what I mean? So I kind of hate that I still got to deal with talking about it. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be there for my teammate than not be there for him.
When you look at the footage and you see all the reporters, like the thugs that started the fight, they ran into the stands. Instead of looking at it like you were defending yourself.
It was an honorable fight.
And you're actually trying to help out your teammate.
Bill Walton said some of the most racist stuff that you could say at a time like that, and nobody said nothing to him. And even after that, I remember when I was in San Antonio, Bill Walton came out and said, "What a horrible shot by a horrible human being."
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't say nothing about it. So these are the type of things that was said about us. You know what I mean? And even when Jermaine O'Neal, he spoke about it. And like when he got suspended, he got his games reduced. you know, because we had to go to arbitrators and talk to the league about it. And he was explaining how it affected him and his relationship with his kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they seeing and they hearing all this stuff about him. Like, they live with me every day, but hearing this stuff every day have them looking at me sideways now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never thought about that aspect of it.
Did y'all get sued from the people in the stands, the fans?
No, they tried. Actually, one of them tried to sue Jermaine. When the one Jermaine hit, he came to court with a neck brace and all that. And, you know, we were smart enough to hire private investigators on him. He was in Vegas and all that. When he came back, to court with the same neck brace on. And the judge like, well, I think you lying, sir, and played all the footage of seeing him in Vegas and all that. So they tried to do some dumb stuff. They tried it, but it didn't work.
Which one? The one Jermaine leveled on the floor?
Yeah, laid him out.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Jermaine, 803, Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah, he laid him out.
That was a good one. Were you mad at some of the other players that didn't come in and help when y'all were in the stands? Because y'all were brawling. There was a lot of people that just was like watching y'all and just went to the locker room.
At that time, I ain't gonna lie, I did. Because, you know, after watching it, I seen the footage, a lot of people just standing around and just think, it's 15 of us and there's 30,000 people in there. Just imagine they all turned on us. You know what I mean? Some of us probably been dead and y'all worrying about y'all job. So it's a lot of guys that I looked at differently after that. I can't lie, it's a lot of guys that I did not fool with at all after that.
Did you ever feel like your life was truly in danger in the Palace?
Nah, because I've been in worse situations. You know what I'm saying? Where my life was really in danger. You know, growing up in Port Arthur, Texas. So I didn't at the time. I just knew, you know, it was my adrenaline. So I didn't even think of that. You know what I'm saying? My adrenaline was pumping at the time. I was just trying to be there for my teammate. But looking back at it, it could have got dangerous. We was in Detroit.
Word.
You know what I mean? And luckily, we wasn't in downtown Detroit. You know what I'm saying? In the city.
Auburn Hills.
You know what I'm saying? We was on the outskirts. And if we would have been in the city, it could have got bad. Somebody could have lost their life.
All right, we got more with Steven Jackson. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Steven Jackson. Yee.
So there's never before seen footage that's going to be on this Netflix special. So what are some things that people will see and are there things you've never seen before too?
Yeah, well, I mean, not only is footage, but you get to hear the stories of Ron and what he was going through, and Jermaine O'Neal, what was going on through his mind during that time, and me as well. But you're gonna see a lot of footage where it breaks it down of how we really wasn't wrong. You know, we really weren't wrong, and how the people that are hired to keep the peace between the stands, between the fans and the players, they were all elderly people that couldn't do nothing.
That's still to this day in the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Still to this day.
Right. They can't keep people. If they tried to, they couldn't keep no fans off the court. You know what I mean? So all that is highlighted on this doc, and shout out to Netflix.
Why do you think they don't change that now? Because in all these venues, right? And I'm noticing now when I'm renting venues out, they say you got to have security. But then their security, you be like, they can't secure anything. So why do you think that is right there? Because you see a lot of elderly people, you see a lot of older people, but if something happens, they can't stop people from getting on that court.
Either it's to save money or to give people in those, I guess, in those areas or where people live, their jobs. You know, try to help them get jobs. But you don't even have to put a move on these people. You can just walk right by them and get on the court if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You don't have to put your best Barry Sanders move on them. You can just walk right around them and actually touch a player if you wanted to. So I don't think it's about protecting the players. You know, I really don't think it's about that.
The other day there was, I think, an incident on the court, and I think somebody's private security ran on the court and stopped
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant,
right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about situations like that? Like, you know, Kevin Durant's like, yo, this is my private security. That's his job, to make sure nobody puts hands on me.
Yeah, I agree with that, but not when it's a player. If it's a fan, yeah, you do that. But it was another player. Let Kevin handle that on his own. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, if you know anything about the game, you know Kevin and PJ are friends. So they just competing. It'll never get to the point where they throwing blows. So I think he was being a little too extra, and I know him, but he was being a little too extra. If it was a fan, yeah, run out there and do your job. But when it's another team, a player he playing against, that was just too much.
What do you think the league should do to protect players from fans?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I really don't have that answer because I don't want to be the person to say not to give these elderly people jobs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the person to say that, but at the same time, if a player reacts a certain way, then they shouldn't be fined the way they do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If a player decided to go in the stands and defend himself, hey, if he was disrespected or somebody threw a bottle at me, I should have the right to defend myself and not be worried about getting suspended the whole season or losing millions of dollars. You know what I mean? So I think it should be fair in some type of way.
What do you think would happen today if that happened?
It probably would get worse. You know, there's no more Steven Jacksons and Ron Artestas in the league. You know what I mean? Vernon Maxwell's. There's none of us in the league no more. So I doubt if it'll happen. A lot of these young guys are really worried about their money and playing basketball. We didn't really care about that. But if it happened today with you know, the way in all these cities you see all these murders and all this stuff are all around the world, I think it'll get bad. You know what I mean? Somebody might luck up and sneak a weapon in the game. You never know. You know what I mean? So I think it would be worse if it happened to that magnitude today.
You think those suspensions would still be, you said not as harsh, you don't think?
I don't think it'll be as harsh because they're going to deal with some backlash. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, especially with what's going on today, with us fighting for our rights and all the stuff that's going on with Black Power today. You know, I think they'll think twice of how hard they'll come down on somebody.
Did you ever have to talk to any of those reporters after that were talking about the story and mischaracterizing you?
Oh, yeah. I had to ask a lot of questions because I had to defend myself. You know, like I said, I'm not a thug. I've never been a gangster. I've done some things in my life that I regret, you know, but not to the point where I'm getting arrested and having to do time in jail because I was defending myself at a basketball game. We got arrested for that. We had to go to jail for that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So if I escaped in the hood and escape all those situations where I don't get arrested and don't go to jail, and I wait till I get into the NBA, defending myself at a game to go to jail, like that's crazy.
Because I'm sure sometimes there's reporters who you think you have a good rapport with, and then you hear them saying something and you're like, how are you talking about me like that? Did you have any off-the-record conversations with any of them?
Nah, because, you know, I never trusted them. But like I said, from watching this, I heard a lot of black reporters that were actually defending us during the time. And that's some that was actually on ESPN and on air, and they really directed all their frustration toward the fans because you got to think, I got hit with every beverage that they sold at the concession stand, popcorn, candy, everything, walking out the arena. And that wasn't highlighted until we did this doc. You know, nobody never talked about that. We were automatically in the wrong because we was the ones making the most money. You know what I mean? We was a star athlete, so we should have been the bigger person at that time. But the guy who threw the beer started the whole thing.
But ain't no rewards for that, right? Like, what if Ron would have just laid there, took the beer? Ain't nobody going to give Ron a bonus.
Not at all. But you know what, Charlamagne, for your point, he did what he was told to do. Remember, you just said he was doing therapy. And what they told him to do when he gets to a point where he don't feel in control, to go lay down and find a comfortable place. And he put the headphones on. He was actually chilling. You know, he was actually done with it. But when the beer came, like, that's too disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't think twice about going with him, because if somebody threw a beer in my face, yeah, he tried. But if somebody threw a beer in my face, it's only one thing to do after that.
That's insane that he could be friends with him after that. I don't even see how they even ended up speaking.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much for me. Like I said, I don't understand how he even had that conversation. You know what I mean? Because you ruin.
Meta world peace.
You didn't only ruin our, you didn't only ruin our season and got us suspended, but you ruined Reggie Miller's chance at a championship. You know what I'm saying? That was Reggie's last year, and we were going to win the championship. Right. We had the best team that year, and by all that happened, that ruined this opportunity.
And what about Russell Westbrook? Because it seemed like they own him the same way. It seemed like they throw ish on him and bother him. What do you think?
Because I think because he responds back to him. You know, that's just like on Instagram. Somebody say something crazy on Instagram, we wrong for responding because we famous or we have some success. And we say stuff that's true and really hurt people. You know what I mean? We don't make up stuff like most people do on our pages. So they hate that Russ reacts and responds to people. I love Russ because sometimes these people need to hear that. Perfect example, when I was in Golden State, we played in Utah. After the brawl, they had a guy with a life-size cutout of me in the jail uniform right under the basket.
Wow.
And the NBA allowed that.
Damn.
They allowed that. You know what I mean? So if I go respond to the guy, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you have this under the goal for the world to see on TV games with me in a jail suit. You know what I'm saying? And I was the bigger person. I actually went and signed it for him after the game. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you know what I'm saying, I realized what they was trying to do. You know what I mean?
Get in your head.
We always have to be the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're wrong. But I love the fact that Russ stands up and responds to how he does.
Have you ever had a burner account?
No, I would never do that. That ain't my personality. I would never do that.
Where should Russell go, man? I'm hearing the Lakers.
I would love to see him with the Lakers.
Yeah.
I would love to see him with the Lakers. I mean, I got a different outlook on what a super team is.
Okay. Yeah, I saw what you said about Giannis.
Huh?
That wouldn't be a super team? AD, LeBron, Russell?
It would be a super team, but just it's like I look at teams like, okay, Jermaine O'Neal, Reggie Miller, and Ron Artest. That's a super team, right?
Yeah,
how is it not? You got defensive players.
Absolutely.
Reggie's an all-star. Jermaine's an all-star.
Absolutely.
That's a super team, right? But they wasn't saying that then. So I really think Drew Holiday, if you ask any basketball player about Drew Holiday, everybody's going to say he's one of the best players in the league. We all want to play. If you ask they talk highly about Drew Holiday. Chris Middleton's an all-star. So how is that not a super team when you have 3 good players?
I think it's when the top 10 players join up together.
Well, that too, but people you think the super team of guys who selling shoes, or guys who the most famous. That's not a super team. When you have 3 All-Stars or 3 capable possible All-Stars, that's a super team
like
to
the
me.
Brooklyn Nets, is that a super team?
That's definitely a super team.
But I think when
it
it happens through the draft, that's different.
Even if you do it through the draft, regardless of how you do it, you have 3 All-Stars. A lot of teams have 3 stars, but we don't talk about them being a super team because they're not at the top of the brackets.
I think it's based on how it happens, that's all. If it happens through the draft, cool. If it happens because everybody decides to join up and click up with each other, that's different.
But it's also what players, too.
It's definitely what players.
Like the Nets has Harden, Durant, and you know, it's through.
I don't think the super team is working.
So the players who selling shoes, the players who all over the
stars,
that makes it a
superstars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That
they
makes
would have won this year, in my opinion, if they didn't get injured.
No, it ain't. I 100% agree with you. We wouldn't be talking about Milwaukee if those guys wouldn't have got hurt, or if Giannis wouldn't have stepped under Kyrie's ankle. It would have been a whole different story. That was a basketball play.
No, I'm just talking about. I think the Bucks would have won in 7 regardless.
KD almost beat him alone.
I think they would have won in 7.
So you think if everybody was playing and not injured,
absolutely,
the Bucks would have beat them?
I think so. I think so.
Tough.
Just because I believe in defense. I think defense wins championships.
Giannis is the most dominant player in the league right now, by far. You know what I'm saying? But if they had Kyrie and James, nah.
I just like them dogs that the Bucks got. Even somebody like PJ Tucker, he cut from y'all cloth to me.
Oh, no. Hey, that's my boy. I talked to him during the finals. You know what I'm saying? I
remember you said that, yeah.
I gave him some tips on how to guard CP. So PJ Tucker is definitely one of us. Definitely one of us. One of my favorite players in the league.
All right, we got more with Steven Jackson. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Steven Jackson. Yee.
Have you been watching the Olympics?
I don't support the Olympics. I don't watch the Olympics.
Why not?
Well, I mean, why go and play games and try to win medals for a country that's constantly showing us they don't love us? I just got to stand on that. You know what I mean? I just don't believe it. They constantly showing us that they don't rock with us. So why go out there and try to make them look good? I don't get it.
You got any thoughts on the Team USA men's basketball team losing?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just that the game of basketball is been global, and you know, you got Luka, you got guys like that dominate here.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And these guys are getting better. These guys are playing in professional leagues as youngsters.
Right.
You know what I mean? So playing against the Olympic team, you're gonna get their best shot. You know, some of these guys will never get a chance to play against these stars. So I'm not surprised at all because the game of basketball is growing globally.
You know, one thing about Steven Jackson too, I noticed, man, you gonna be on time. Like, where you get that discipline from? Like, I mean, I know every time I'm around Steven, if he got to be somewhere at a certain time, he's there early, actually.
Hey, man, I grew up appreciating everything. You know what I mean? I appreciate being able to have an opportunity to come on here with y'all. So I want to give y'all that same respect that I would ask if you came on my show. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. I respect everybody.
So with that discipline, was it easier to, like, move into the Muslim lifestyle, like to give up the smoking, the drinking, and everything else?
It was because I didn't want to be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing I stood on. A lot has happened in my life in the last 2 years. You know what I mean? I've been put in a position that I never thought that I'd be in, you know, but I embraced it, and a lot comes with it, you know, and it's just changes that it wasn't hard to make because, like I said, I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I know, you know, I have to lead by example in a lot of ways, and I have to stick to that and stand on it.
How did you get into that lifestyle? What got you into that lifestyle?
I've been practicing for 7 years. You know, I had a close friend named Mozzie from Atlanta. He was a rapper, and I used to be with him a lot, and I started like studying with him and being around him and learning the culture. And with everything that happened to George Floyd and me standing up for him and all that, I had a chance to sit with the minister. I've been around a lot of guys, Tone Trump and Luna, and a lot of guys that I've been around. And I woke up one morning and decided to take my Shahada. And it was just time, but a lot of people don't know. I put it on my page in 2003 when I won the championship with Spurs. I got on the podium and I said, all thanks to Allah back then. So that showed I was studying back then. So it was just a matter of time, and I woke up one morning and I just felt it was a day to take my Shahada.
Now, weed is from the earth.
Right.
So why is weed bad?
Yeah, anything that alters your mind, you know, but and that's what it says in the Quran, but I've got different information from a lot of people that grew up Muslim that smoke, you know, and I think it's all about your relationship and what you choose to do. You know what I mean? And I've been smoking since I was 12. You know, I own a small percentage of Viola with Al Harrington. So I still promote and I still make money off of it, but I choose not to smoke because, you know, like I said, I've been smoking my whole life, and the way I feel, You know, the way I'm at, where I'm at right now, I don't need it.
So what do you do now? What's your advice to like unwind?
I might have a glass of wine every now and then, but I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything that I used to do.
Got you. Now, what's your relationship with Fat Joe? I can't wait to see Fat Joe on All the Smoke. I think is he on this week?
Yep.
I know he gave you a TS chain. What's the relationship?
So my first year in the NBA was here when I played for the Nets, and I was with Stephon Marbury. And, you know, around that time, I was really wild, I was out of control. I'm talking about really out of control. And I was always out in New York by myself. And I met Joe through Steph. And Joe was wild at that time too.
Sure was.
So we got a lot of things that I can't say on here that I got into with them. And we became family then over 20 years. And through this time, we always talk and all that, but he was around me at the time where I was really jeopardizing my career. I was really out here doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. And we kind of gravitated to each other around that time. And like I said, we've been family ever since.
Was he the voice of reason around that time for you?
No, neither one of us.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't see that.
It was the blind leading the blind back then. It was the blind leading the blind back then. But the fact that I was an NBA player, the fact that I never carried myself like that, I've always carried myself as a regular dude, I think that's what made him gravitate to me.
Word. So you think leaving New York at that time was better for you? Because New York was wild back then.
But let me tell you,
used to be at Sue's. Y'all was all over the place.
Jimmy's.
You
know what I mean? And like, I had never been out of Texas. You know, so when I got here, I had the starched down pants still. They was laughing at me when I first got here.
You're not from here.
I was real country. Steph and Joe took me in, took me shopping. Steph bought me a Range Rover, all kind of stuff. So when I came here, I was kind of overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And I'd never been out here. Like the Spanish women drove me crazy. I've never seen that many beautiful women in one spot that they really didn't have much. You know what I mean? So I was out here giving all my money to them.
Didn't have much.
You know
Wait,
what I'm saying?
is this Sue's Rendezvous we're talking about?
Well, I was in Washington Heights.
Right.
You know, so I was in the Bronx. Them people wasn't rich. You know what I mean? But they were beautiful.
How many Michael Kors bags did you buy?
Man, I was buying everything. Averex. It was Averex. I was buying Averex jackets and all kind of stuff like that. Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
His name was El Stefano back then.
Man, and I went to Jimmy's every day. Damn near every day, and I almost got married every day I went there. You know what I'm saying? And that's no gas.
Did
That's
you have
no
women
gas.
fighting over you?
Back then?
Yeah.
Nah, because I think it was enough to go around. I was young, and I was young. I had enough to go around.
Because you can't go every day and talk to different women, and then they see each other, and then they.
Man, I remember going to Sue's Rendezvous, and the first time I met China, I fell in love with her.
China?
Yeah, back in the day, China. China was the bomb. Yeah, and I fell in love with her. You know what I'm saying? Then about 6 months later, I went to another strip club and fell in love with another chick. So like, that's what it was back then. But like I said, coming from the country to out here, it's a whole different world.
That's saying a lot though, because the strip clubs down south way better than the strip clubs.
Yeah, but I was in Texas. It wasn't as big as it was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? So coming from the country to here, like it was night and day.
Goodness gracious.
And women here can finesse you too. Women here in New York will finesse you. They'll figure.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, they was more humble than down south. The women here, especially the Spanish women, they were appreciative of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of guy I was. So when I seen one girl that appreciated the little things, I was willing to do everything for her.
That's the finesse.
Yeah. They got me. They got me.
Michael Kors bag or two.
That was back in the day, bro.
They
And
got
then
me.
you talk about the whole thing, the whole stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, check
For
out
a Spanish woman too. Is she Spanish?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
They'll
Yes,
get
she
you.
is.
Malice in the Pack. August 10th before everybody gets in trouble, man. We appreciate.
No, I want to ask, even though I want to ask them, like back then, that was the era where like people was leaning on players too, though, right?
Yes.
Like the street dudes.
But that's one thing. That's why I love Joe. Everybody around him was genuine. Like I even say on the show, a lot of people don't know this, but my first when I came here, after I met Joe, everywhere I went, it was two Puerto Rican dudes like following me, and I didn't understand, like, oh, these dudes trying to rob me. And after a while, I realized that was two people that Joe had put on me to make sure the whole time I was here to make sure I was straight. You know what I mean? So I never had to deal with no nonsense or anything because he always protected me.
Joe's still that guy too. Joe to this day, if somebody's out, Joe, make sure you good. You get in the car, you back at the crib, man. I love
me.
Fat
That's
Joe.
with the chandelier piece. Some of the guys that's been in the family longer than me ain't got this one.
That's
I seen that.
Well, again, Malice in the Palace, August 10th, Netflix, and we appreciate you for joining us,
Man,
brother.
thank y'all for having me as always.
And make sure to listen to All the Smoke, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Matty B.
On the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network,
Family.
everywhere you listen to podcasts.
All right, Steven Jackson, thank you for joining us. Now, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk boosters.
It's time.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Yes, good morning. Now, Boosie Badass. Well, he was all over social media talking about our interview
Make
with
sure
Adam.
to tell people Angela Yee's not here. That's why the rumors sound terrible. But go ahead.
You just told him that. How you know it's going to sound terrible?
I know you.
It's not going to sound terrible. It's going to sound good, actually.
All right.
I'll take this pressure.
Okay.
Now, we were talking about Boosie. He was all over social media talking about our interview with Adam Mosseri. So this is what Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, said yesterday on The Breakfast Club. Is Boosie ever going to get his page back?
You know Lil Boosie gonna start calling you out now. He been saying Mark.
I know.
Now he know who behind
I know.
it.
I'm surprised he hasn't slid into my DM
He
yet.
know now. Adam Mosseri.
You have the issues.
Yeah. We gotta draw the line somewhere. It's a nudity policy. Things happen.
What's nudity? Because I flagged Kim Kardashian 10,000 times. Remember when Kim posted a picture of her nipple one time?
Why would you do that?
Because they don't take her down, but they take everybody else down. So I flagged it. Yes, I did flag it. So what happened was I used to post these flyers of me DJing the strip club flyers, and
you were topless.
No, and
since
on the flyers,
your nipples can't show, you didn't want Kim K's to show.
No, on the flyers there would be women with bikinis on because it's a strip club, and they would take my flyers down. And then when they posted when Kim Kardashian posted her picture where you could see her nipples, they left her picture up, and I thought that was foul. And I couldn't understand why you take strip club flyers down where they don't show nipples, but you left hers up there. So
you decided to flag them to Instagram.
I flagged hers like 10,000 times, and they never took hers down.
That's why it's not a stereotype if it's true. That is the most beige, waffle-colored thing I've ever heard in my life.
But why you take down everybody else's but don't take hers down? That was my point. And I flagged it myself to see.
10,000 times.
Maybe not 10,000, maybe 9,000, but I flagged it a lot. Well, this is what Boosie said after
He's okay with this.
What?
Adam Mosseri, can you give me my page back? How the hell my Instagram was took because of nudity? It was took because of racism. The girl who I posted on my piano, she had emojis over everything. You took my Instagram and you took her Instagram. Tell Charlamagne the God the truth. DJ Envy, and you right. He wouldn't do it to Kim K. He wouldn't do it to Ariana Grande. You know why? Because he got dreams of messing with him. DJ Envy, Charlamagne, fly me to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? My album just dropped. I need to talk about a lot of shit. Fly me in, man.
Now, let the record show Boosie been on the schedule like twice in the past couple of weeks. He kept getting rescheduled. I just thought he had something to do. I didn't know what was going on. He was supposed to be he was on the schedule last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
And then it was another day.
And then a week before that.
A week before that.
Yeah.
So I just thought that he had something else to do.
Well, one was a Zoom call, and we said we want Boosie in person, and he was supposed to come in the next week, and then he never came.
Because we had Boosie on Zoom during the pandemic, but it's just like, nah,
it's not the same.
Boosie got to be in
It's
studio.
not the same. And let the record show as well. We never fly anybody in.
Never.
We never pay for anybody's
That's not happening.
Transportation, flight, train,
Love
car,
you, Boosie.
rental, none of that. Not nobody.
But
not
you
Boosie.
got a big-ass house. You got all them acres of land. You got plenty of money. All right?
Yeah.
Okay?
You good.
No.
All right.
We ain't even going to start that precedent.
Not at all. Now, Ashton Kutcher and his wife appeared on a new episode of the Dax Shepard's podcast, and they talked about bathing. Do we have audio? Let's play it.
You should not be getting rid of all the natural oil on your skin with a bar of soap every day. It's insane.
I don't wash my body with soap every day.
Okay, good.
I wash my armpits and my crotch daily and nothing else ever.
You don't?
Exactly.
Wait,
and look
you
at his. Let's talk about his skin.
Now, he also talks about bathing his kids.
When I had children, I also didn't wash them every day. Like, I wasn't the parent that bathed my newborns ever.
Now, here's the thing. If you can see the dirt on them, clean them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point.
If you're nasty, just say that. Oh, my God. Why? Why? Y'all might as well just be like cats and lick each other as a grooming mechanism. Like, what is that's just nasty.
I don't want to be racist, and I don't want to bring race into it.
Okay, well, bring race into it.
But is that...
How do you... we already know where this is going. Why would he say that? When you know that's exactly what you're about to do.
But is that like...
a white thing?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not white. White people, call us up and tell us. Is this a white thing? Is this what y'all do?
Yeah,
I've never heard this.
Yourselves every day?
Now, I do remember back in the day...
Oh, boy.
I used to hear about white people not using washcloths, I think it was. They didn't use washcloths?
Loofahs. Some lose.
I ain't even heard about that. Just they didn't use washcloths. And I remember asking, I think I might have asked Andrew Schultz that, and I think he might have confirmed that. I don't know if that's true, but that's... Nick, you're not white. Nick, are you white?
Yeah,
do
Nick's white.
you wash
every day?
Do you use washcloths? Okay.
Dan, you're white. Do you wash every day? Do you use washcloths?
Allegedly. You do. Do I want to watch?
He said
he just went white on me. He went
white on me.
Jesus, do I want to watch?
Goodness gracious.
What?
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. I'm just curious. I've never heard of somebody that doesn't wash every day.
God.
And don't wash your kids every day that be out and about running
Nah, I'm
around,
not gonna lie.
playing
I'm not.
basketball?
No. I got one homeboy. He from Florida. I'm not gonna say his name, but y'all know him. He definitely told me he don't be washing every day. He told me this a while ago.
You don't wash every day?
Yeah, he did tell me that.
Yo, that's disgusting, man.
He said, "I'll wash up," whatever that means.
What does that mean?
It sounds like you do your crotch and your underarms.
That is disgusting.
I'm not gonna say his name.
That's nasty, man. All right, well, that's your rumor report.
Maybe we should call him.
Who is it?
We should call him. I'm gonna call him first.
All right. Well, who are you giving your donkey to, man?
Well, speaking of whiteness, we need Laura Ingraham to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her this morning.
All right, we'll get to that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Hey, it's Angela Yee. Don't let weak hair hold you back. Carol's Daughter's Goddess Strength Collection supports hair as it gets longer for hair that's 15 times stronger after one use. Available at carolsdaughter.com and your local retailer.
This is America.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, donkey of the day for Wednesday, July 28th goes to Fox News, Laura Ingraham. Now, if you've been paying attention to the news, then you know that the House Select Committee is investigating the attempted coup that happened in this country on January 6th. Every time I say that, it blows my mind because this is America. And I just never expected to see that on American soil, even though it should have happened on American soil a long time ago based on the way this country has treated its black citizens, its brown citizens, Native American citizens. I mean, if anyone has the right to be angry and storm the Capitol and demand justice for the wrongs they have experienced in this country, it's us, the minorities. Okay, but it wasn't. It was a domestic terrorist organization known as Vanilla ISIS. And the investigation into one of the most unpatriotic moments this country has ever witnessed is underway, and hearings started with testimony from 2 Capitol police officers and 2 Metropolitan police officers. Let me get their names right. You know I can't pronounce anything. Let me see. Sergeant Aquilino Ganell and Officer Harry Dunn of the Capitol Police, and Officer Michael Fanone and Officer Daniel Hodges of the Metropolitan Police. I think I landed those. They recounted having to fight rioters who wanted to stop the election and kill elected officials because they were told by the 45th President of the United States that the election was stolen from him. The officers broke down how they had to spray chemicals, poke folks in the eyes, while the domestic terrorist known as Al Cracker shouted the N-word and told officers they were going to die. Amazing the restraint police officers show when their enemy is whiteness. I mean, when you think about the black people who have been killed for complying, running away, sleeping, some because, officers mistook their phones for guns, just the fact that black skin is always perceived as life-threatening, threatening enough that they kill us and get away with it simply because they say they are afraid. Yet a whole mob of mayonnaise is in your face and y'all didn't bust your guns. But according to some of our elected officials, America is not a racist country. Just for emphasis, can we play when Secretary Pete was here and I asked him what would have happened if a bunch of black people in America attempted to coup this country? Listen. What do you think would have happened if all those people were black that stormed the Capitol on the 6th?
I think there would have been a lot of blood.
I just like to reiterate that point, but it's not about us right now. In this moment, it's about the cops who testified about what they saw. Listen to them.
On my left was a man with a clear riot shield stolen during the assault. He slammed it against me and, with all the weight of the bodies pushing behind him, trapped me. Directly in front of me, a man seized the opportunity of my vulnerability, grabbed the front of my gas mask, and used it to beat my head against the door. Eventually, he succeeded in stripping away my gas mask, and a new rush of exposure to CS and OC spray hit me. The mob of terrorists were coordinating their efforts now, shouting, "Heave! Ho! as they synchronized, pushing their weight forward, crushing me further against the metal door frame. The man in front of me grabbed my baton that I still held in my hands. He bashed me in the head and face with it, rupturing my lip and adding additional injury to my skull.
As I was swarmed by a violent mob, they began to beat me with their fists and with what felt like hard metal objects. At one point, I came face to face with an attacker who repeatedly lunged for me and attempted to remove my firearm. I heard chanting from some in the crowd, "Get his gun," and kill him with his own gun. I was electrocuted again and again and again with a taser. At the hospital, doctors told me that I had suffered a heart attack, and I was later diagnosed with a concussion, a traumatic brain injury, and post-traumatic stress disorder.
I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal."
I responded,
"Well, I voted for Joe Biden. Does my vote not count?" That prompted a torrent of racial epithets. One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden." Then the crowd joined in screaming, "Boo, nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol Police officer.
Now, I would think with all the pro-police rhetoric I hear on Fox News, I would think that with all the pro-police rhetoric I hear and see in this country, the Blue Lives Matter signs and flags I see in people's, yards and on their cars, I would think all of you would be beyond pissed about what happened to those cops at the Capitol. But Laura Ingraham took a completely different angle. In fact, she decided to mock the cops. She actually decided to give out Best Performance Awards to the police officers. I can't make this kind of hypocrisy up. Listen.
We will unveil the Angle Awards for today's best performances. Now, the award for best use of an exaggeration in a supporting role, the winner's Aquilino Gonell, who thinks the pen is literally mightier than the sword.
You have all these items and things that were thrown at us and used to attack us. Those are weapons. No matter if it is a pen, the way they were using these items, it was to hurt officers.
And for best performance in an action role, the winner is Michael Fanone.
Too many are now telling me that hell doesn't exist or that hell actually wasn't that bad. The indifference shown to my colleagues is disgraceful.
I mean, Laura Ingraham, what version of the January 6th attempted coup did you see? We witnessed a lot of this. I don't know which officer it was, but we watched those domestic terrorists beat one of them badly with an American flagpole. The irony of protecting the Capitol and then getting beat by American citizens with an American flagpole. There must be a new definition of patriotic, because this clearly ain't it. Now, I was confused because I thought Laura Ingraham was pro-police. I thought she was back to blue. Why? Because whenever someone from BLM is critical of police, just critical. I mean, just talking about the police, talking about defunding the police, or demanding police stop killing unarmed black people in this country. Laura sides with the police every time. I remember when Laura Ingraham said BLM isn't losing sleep over rising crime and they were profiting off tragedy. And I remember when she said in regards to defunding the police, public safety shouldn't be political. It's essential. Her words, not mine. Listen.
After all, public safety shouldn't be political. It's essential.
I mean, that's what she said about police. Laura, I thought you cared about police. I remember when an alleged BLM protester painted over a Blue Lives Matter tribute and you wasn't feeling that. Listen.
Scott Lebedo painted a tribute outside an NYPD precinct. No nasty messages, no curse words, no derogatory pictures, just a simple blue line to signify that police lives matter. Now, literally minutes after he finished, a BLM protester vandalized it.
I find this very offensive. I feel like it's making it blue lives versus black lives, or white lives versus black lives. Okay. It's not that. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that all lives don't matter. It means that black lives are in danger right now. And we don't need to be making a side here.
Simple question. How come you side with police against BLM but side with white supremacists against police? Hold on, I think I might have answered my own question. How come, Laura Ingraham, you side with police against BLM, but side with white supremacists against police? I think I got the answer, but, I read the 4 agreements religiously. I just, let my 13-year-old daughter read it for the first time, so I'm trying to practice some more. I'm doing my best about not making assumptions. I don't want to make assumptions. I'm trying to do better at that. Just doing my best here. But I just want to know where all the Blue Lives Matter folks at. What happened to backing the blue? There should be nothing to say about those cops who testified, at the Capitol, other than the people who attacked them need to be in prison. Y'all should be condemning those domestic terrorists who attempted to coup this country and beat up cops. Okay, if y'all as patriotic as y'all say y'all are, if y'all pro-police like y'all say y'all are, BLM hasn't attacked any cops. BLM didn't storm the Capitol, but when they call out police, just verbally, you side with police and talk about how police need to be protected. Police lives matter. You did a whole segment about somebody painting over a Blue Lives Matter tribute, but when cops actually get beat down at the Capitol, you clown them, make a mockery of them, say they are acting? Please let Chelsea Handler give Laura Ingraham the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
All right. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the strongest Avenger.
Yeah, but you're not missing nothing. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Okay, what we doing next? Because this is usually Ask Angela Yee.
Right.
And I know we ain't got nothing planned. What we doing?
It's up to you. We can, a lot of people have been asking and talking about Simone Biles.
Okay.
Or we can do Ask C&E. Which way you want to go?
I'm always down to have a great conversation about mental health, but I also think that you flagging Kim Kardashian 9,000 times with some sucker stuff.
That's not no sucker stuff.
That's just my personal opinion.
All right, let's open up the phone.
No. We going to court. Damn it. Okay.
All right. Wait.
Oh, I'm putting too much pressure on Red. Red don't know what the Breakfast Club court. Oh,
pull up the Breakfast Club court beat.
I'm sorry.
Well, give him a second. He got it. Give him a second. Give him 10 seconds. 10.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's up. You can hit it.
It's up.
Press play. All right, 800-585-1051. Yesterday we had the head of Instagram up here. His name is Adam Masari, right?
That's right. And Adam Masari is the head of Instagram, as Envy just said. And Envy said something in this interview that I never knew.
That's right. I said that I
flagged Kim Kardashian 10,000 times because she showed nipple and he couldn't show his nipple because he was on vacation and he put up a topless picture and somebody flagged him.
It has nothing to do with my nipple. It actually has to do with the fact that I posted flyers, and these flyers did not show nipples. They showed women in bikinis. And what had happened was you took my flyers down, you take other people's flyers down, but you did not take Kim K's stuff down.
Beige
and I
rage.
thought that was foul.
Beige rage.
Because Kim K is a star? Why? Because Kim K can help Instagram? What about those people like Boosie that posted a girl on a piano with an emoji in front of it? You took his page down and you took his page.
Very convincing.
But not Kim K. Why? Huh? Why? You tell me why. Is it because Kim K is not what? Boosie's black and she's not? I don't know what she is. But 800-585-1051. Let's talk about it.
I'm not mad at the case you just built, but I just still think he was hating. But I want to know. That's what the jury will decide today. Does Envy have a valid point, or is he just hating?
Let's talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne wants to take me to Breakfast Club court this morning.
Yes, because yesterday we had Adam Masari up here, the head of Instagram, and during the conversation, this slipped out. I didn't know Envy did this.
Is Boosie ever going to get his page back?
We got to draw the line somewhere. It's a nudity policy.
Now, what's nudity? Because I flagged Kim Kardashian 10,000 times. Remember when Kim posted a picture of a nipple one time?
Why would you do that?
Because they don't take her down, but they take everybody else down, so I flagged it. Yes.
Now, I'm not saying what Envy did was some hoe but it feels like some hoe.
It's not no hoe-ish.
It feels like...
It's not no hoe-ish.
See, here's the thing. When I was young, right, I used to, be against snitching.
Right. But
now that I'm grown and I'm adult, I'm a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person that would pick up the phone, dial 911. Yesterday I was sitting outside and I heard my neighbor's alarm going off and it was talking. I never heard the talking alarms before. You ever heard the talking alarms? Mm-hmm. That goes, hey, you've breached an area. It goes, burglary. You've breached an area. You are trespassing. And I'm like, do I call 911 right now? I didn't though, but the police ended up coming. But that's what it felt like. It felt very see something, say something. You feel very Crime Stopper-ish, sir. You don't think so?
No, not at all. And they're telling me that Boosie got one of his pages back this morning. So
which one he got?
He got the one not with 14 million, the one with 1.2 million. So Boosie got one of his.
No, he been had that. That's when he been on the Boosie new IG. That's when he was posted this video from yesterday.
Oh.
He want the big boy one back. He want official Boosie back.
Oh, no, he's not getting that one back.
But talk to me, Big Gruff the Crime Dog. What made you take a bite out of Instagram crime?
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying you take down my flyers because they show ladies in bikinis when I had the DJ strip clubs, right? And you take down other people's page. But then when Kim Kardashian posts a picture of her nipple, you don't take her page down. Is it white privilege? Why you don't take her page down? What's the problem?
But why Kim, though? Why did you target Kim?
Is her nipple better than your nipple? Huh? Because that's the only one that they left up.
But why did you target Kim, though?
Because that's the one that they left up. And it was clearly a nipple.
But it's mad nudity on Instagram. Why Kim 9,000 times?
But she is the biggest nipple on there. She's the biggest one on there.
Okay. Armenian nipples matter, Envy.
Yo,
all right.
Let's go to the phone lines, all right? Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Justin.
Justin, what's up, brother? I'm in Breakfast Club Court. Talk to me.
Hey, man, listen. Let's be clear. You're absolutely right. It's foul. It's wrong. It's not fair. But on the contrary, I religiously listened to y'all, right? So I was listening to Stephen Jackson a few moments ago. And a lot of people have this theory that it's just a game. Why do you behave such a way? I came to the realization that everything is a business. So if it's a business and each game represents X amount of money, I translate that to the site. So how much money are they making off Kim K versus how much they're making off Boosie? How much money are they making off you posting your stuff?
That's true.
So they're making so much money off posts for Kim K versus you two combined product.
If all the Kardashians and Jenners left Instagram and said and went to fan base, right? Salute to my guy Isaac Hayes III. If they all went to fan base stocks would shoot up immediately. Fan bases, brand equity would shoot up immediately. So yes, this brother is right. By the way, if Boosie went over to fan base, the brand equity would shoot up too.
Mm-hmm. Hello, who's this? Alicia, good morning. I'm in Breakfast Club Court. What are your thoughts?
Is Envy a hater, or does he have a valid point?
No, he's not a hater. He is stating facts. At the end of the day, fact is that, it needs to be fair across the board. Of course, they're not going to take her down or anyone that's making them money because it's about money. It's the bottom line. I don't know if you want to say it's a race thing, but at the end of the day, it's about money.
Let me ask you a question. If Serena Williams just, let a little nipple show and you heard Envy flagged her 9,000 times, would you think Envy was a hater or he had a valid point?
He would have a valid point. Fair is fair.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
How you doing? This is Mello, Public Defenders at Law. How you doing?
Hello, Mello.
What's up, Mello?
I heard you charge $350 an hour.
Yep. For a fact, I just want to let you know I am a public defender, so my client is guilty. His name is DJ Envy. I think that says it all.
What are you trying to say?
Because she can show her nipples and he can't. It is what it is. You a hater, bro.
I'm not a hater. All nipples matter.
Yes,
what do you mean all nipples matter?
Because you can't leave Kim K's nipple up but take down Boosie's nipple. You can't do that.
So you want to see Boosie's nipple?
No, I'm not. It's not
you
about
fighting
seeing,
for this. What this is about?
What?
You fighting for Boosie's nipple?
Boosie's nipple, bro?
No, I'm not. Goodbye,
That's what this is about.
I'm not fighting for Boosie's
Now
nipple.
we getting to the bottom of this. You know how sometimes you put somebody on the stand and they say one word too many? Your client has a crush on Boosie, ladies and gentlemen.
You know you didn't have that, right? No.
The client, Rashawn Casey, DJ Envy has a crush on Boosie. This is what this is all about.
It's not about Boosie's nipple. It's a matter about you can't take down my flyers. You can't take down Boosie stuff. You can't take down all these other people that posted nipples, but you leave Kim K.
Adam said that Kim K picture gets taken down if she shows nipples.
Kim K's nipples was up for a while before they took that down.
But they did take it down.
Like a week later, 2 weeks later, after she got her views and everything.
It doesn't matter.
And she saw her skin.
Now, you didn't say that. Our client did not say that. He's leading the jury. You didn't tell us that Kim's picture actually got taken down.
It did not. It got taken down like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. Boosie's got taken down right away. Mine got taken down right away. It's not right. 800-585-1051. Now I'm in Breakfast Club Court. Am I a hater or not? I say I'm not. Let's talk about it.
And does he have a crush on Boosie? After what we just heard. You want Boosie to wipe you down.
Stay up, man. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, I'm in Breakfast Club Court this morning.
Yes, Envy's in Breakfast Club Court because yesterday we had Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, on. And during the conversation, Envy informed us that he has flagged Kim Kardashian's picture 9,000 times in order to get the picture taken down because she was showing some nipple. Do you care to explain anymore?
Yes, what I'm saying is this. When I used to post clubs, the strip club flyers with women in bikinis, they would take it down because they said it was too sexually, I guess the picture was too
sexual.
Yeah, too sexual.
Yes.
Kim Kardashian posted a picture where you can see her nipple, all around areola and nipple. And that picture was up for a while before they took it down.
Now, what Envy didn't tell us is they actually did take the picture down. I thought they didn't take the picture down at all.
No, she might have took it down, but it was up for weeks because I was flagging it.
First you said it got taken down after a week. Now you're saying weeks.
I don't know. I don't know if she took it down or if they took it down. I don't know, but I know it was up for weeks because I was flagging it every day.
And your point is, Boosie had a picture up where he was showing nipple, and you said you wanted to see Boosie's nipple. You said that.
Boosie had a young lady on his piano, and they had an emoji on the nipple, and they took that picture down. So I'm saying that why is Kim's picture up, and you couldn't leave Boosie's picture up, or you couldn't leave my pictures up? That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'm not saying you wrong. It just feels like some host.
No, it's not.
I'm not gonna lie. It just does.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Roya from Brooklyn. Good morning.
What's up, Roya? Good morning.
Royal, now talk to us. Does Envy have a valid case here, or is he on some whole hater
First of all, Envy, you have no business flagging no female picture. And you know this is her job. Like, this is Kim K's job to, expose herself. Like, that's what she does.
That's her job, to show her nipple? That's what she does?
Come on.
You kind of got a point. She got a point.
And at the same time, I kind of understand why you did it, though, because I would have been tight, too, if my stuff gets touched out but not hers. But Envy, like, come on, you was kind of sort of hating, though.
No, I ain't hating. All nipples matter, Royal.
I want y'all to feel like this about crime in our community.
What you mean?
All right?
What?
Okay? When you see something, say something, damn it.
Hello, who's this?
Brittany.
Hey, Brittany, good morning.
Good morning, how are y'all?
Doing well. What's your thoughts?
DJ Envy, I think you did nothing wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Kim K needs to take her pictures down. If they showing nudity, you did nothing wrong. And Charlamagne the guy, stop being a hater.
Well, how am I being a hater? Listen, you know what else? Envy flagged Serena Williams 9,000 times this morning, too.
No, I did not.
Good gracious, Envy.
No, don't change your tune. Keep that same energy.
Envy, I don't know, Envy.
No. Don't change your energy now. Okay? What's the difference between Serena and Kim?
Really?
Tell me. Now I want you to say it. Say it to the court. Say it to the court.
I'm pretty sure Serena didn't show nothing. No nudity.
How you know? What if she did? What if she did show a little areola?
When have you ever seen Serena show like nudity?
What if she showed a little areola and I told you Envy reported her 9,000 times this morning, flagged her? What would you say then?
Ooh, you sound truthful, Charlamagne. I don't know, DJ Envy.
I did not.
You see how energy changed when it's somebody you like? If people don't like Kim K, that's why they siding with you.
No, they don't. Everybody love Kim K. Hello, who's this?
Boy, if you don't stop that lie.
What's up?
Hey, what's your name, brother?
My name James.
James, whose side you on?
No, wait a minute, James. Do you think Envy has a valid case, or is he just being a hater? Because he wants Boosie to be able to show nipple, but he don't want Kim to show nipple. What do you think?
No, I'll be honest. I got to side with Envy on this one. Everybody got to be held at the same standards here. Why can't he post his videos and it's okay for her to post her pictures of what she got on and not be held at the same standards?
There you go.
Okay, what if I told you that this morning Envy flagged Chloe Haley 9,000 times
you just making stuff up
on Instagram because she's showing too much cheeks?
I know he ain't gonna do no stupid shit like
he
that.
did already.
I did not.
He did. But no, I just want to know, how would that make you feel to know that Envy tagged Chloe Haley 9,000 times because she was showing too much cheeks? How would you feel then?
He ain't sitting here and do that to her, man. Don't do that to him.
No, why is the energy changing? I need to know why the energy is changing. Now when it's Chloe getting flagged 9,000 times, he's a hater, right?
He ain't no hater.
Thank you, because I ain't do that. Thank you so much, sir.
So he can flag Chloe 9,000 times?
No.
I mean, honestly, if she showed nipple, yeah, he can.
Thank you.
She's showing cheeks.
Thank you. I did not. Thank you so much, sir.
Cheeks are different?
Yeah, you can show cheeks, but you can't show nipples. And that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, all nipples matter. Whether it's Boosie's nipple, my nipple, or Kim K's nipple, or anybody else's. You cannot show no damn nipple on Instagram. Be fair.
That's not how you should use that.
And that's why I flagged them.
That's not how you should use that phrase. That's not how you should use that phrase. The moral of the story is, You know, when you see something, say something. Okay, not just when it's Kim Kardashian's nipples. I need y'all to keep this same energy when it comes to crime in our community. Okay?
All right. Well, when we come back, we got rumors. Angela Yee is out. We're going to be talking Kanye. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Listen up. This just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Now, Kanye West allegedly is still paying $1 million a day to stay at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. They said he got a vibe and wanted to stay there to finish up his album. So he actually posted a picture of his bedroom in his headquarters, his living quarters, I should say.
He must have heard people like myself saying that it's cap. He ain't spending no $1 million a day. He ain't really living in that Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah, so he shows his room, which is pretty basic. It looks like a twin bed.
You a hater.
What?
It's pretty basic.
It is pretty basic.
You a hater,
It's
bro.
a twin bed.
His little twin bed. Little bed.
Yeah, little bed. Little bed.
Boy,
in his little room.
boy.
Got a little weights set.
Boy, when somebody wanted to diminish what you're doing, they'll call it little or basic.
Got a little luggage in there.
Little luggage.
Got a little shirt in there.
Boy, you is a hater.
A couple of sneakers in there.
What you got against the Kardashian Wests, man?
I ain't got nothing against the
First you
Kardashian
flagging
Wests.
Kim's picture 9,000 times to get it taken down. Now you calling this little setup basic?
It is basic. Red, is this basic? See, it's pretty basic. So he is staying there.
Y'all can't afford it. $1 million a day.
You right. You right.
I don't believe it, though. I still don't
You still don't
believe
believe it, though. Why you hating it?
I still don't believe that he's doing that.
Yeah, so
I don't
hopefully we
believe
get some good music out of it. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I guess he's changing up some songs. So what we heard last week, I guess, is not the full album. He's going to be changing some things up. So we'll definitely see. Now, Academics, he has a new podcast dropping on Spotify. And his first episode.
Did they announce that's where it's at?
Okay, I take that back.
Boy, you is a snitch today. you were just on a roll. First it was Kim K 9,000 times. Now but what's up with you, bro?
Man, well, Academics has a podcast that's coming out. I don't know what network it's going to be.
Dang.
But on the first episode, he has 6ix9ine and Wack 100. If you don't know who Wack 100 is, Wack 100 manages The Game, manages Blueface, manages Ray J, and a host of others. He's an alleged blood, and they were just talking about some of the things that happened. He called DJ Self Show yesterday to explain what he would be talking about on his podcast.
Explain to people who DJ Self is.
They know who DJ Self is.
I did an interview with 6ix9ine because that's what I wanted to do. They didn't reach to me. I reached to them. I really don't fault him. I fault the street. The street shouldn't allow him. That neighborhood shouldn't allow him over there like that. So, I was very curious on why it went the way it went and why he did what he did. And my whole disposition was to get him to understand that you ain't a gangster. You ain't a thug. You ain't a street. You a regular civilian.
Yeah, so we'll see when this comes out. Do you know when this is coming out?
I have no idea.
Okay. So we'll see when this first episode is coming out. So congratulations to Academics on his podcast.
Salute to my guy, Ack.
All right. Now, Simone Biles, she withdrew from women's team gymnastics. And also yesterday, she announced that she is withdrawing from individual all-around competition. She had this to say.
Today has been really stressful. We had a workout this morning. It went okay, and then just that 5.5 hour wait or something, I was just like shaking, could barely nap. I've just never felt like this going into a competition before, and I tried to go out here and have fun and warm up in the back, went a little bit better, but then once I came out here, I was like, no, mental is not there, so I just need to let the girls do it and focus on myself.
A lot of people are saying, well, shout to her for doing that as well. I mean, that's what makes you a boss, when you can do what you want to do when you want to do it, regardless of anybody else but your own mental. But a lot of people are saying that, think about it. She trained for this moment as a child. This is what she did all the training for, all the practicing for, all the extra hours in the gym. Just imagine if, like, Tom Brady got to the Super Bowl and said, you know what, my mental's not right today, I'm not playing. Or Michael Jordan got to the finals and said, you know what, my mental's not right, I'm not playing. Or,
in the words of the black philosopher Bobby Brown, that's my prerogative. Okay, if they got to that point and felt like they wanted to pull back, they have every right to. Your mental health is non-negotiable. You should always reserve the right to say, F that sugar honey iced tea. Okay, I don't want to be around anything or anybody that exhausts me mentally, and I don't want to be around anything or anybody when I'm exhausted mentally. I also respect Simone Biles, because if I had that language when I was her age, if I had that education on mental health when I was her age, I would have saved myself years of pain. And she freed a lot of people, just by simply saying no. You know how much we do that we don't want to do because other people think that's what we should be doing? I'm 43 and just got to the age where I feel comfortable telling people no.
Yeah.
Because we tell folks, yeah, I'm coming, even though I have no plans of coming. But it's too difficult to explain why I'm not coming. It's too difficult to explain why I'm really not going to show up. Could be depression, could be anxiety, whatever. Simone freed a lot of people by doing that. Salute to her, man.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
I love not showing up for things.
We know.
I know you know. Y'all been working with me a long time.
People hit me all the time. Is Charlamagne coming? I'm like, no.
You know he not coming.
They're like, what you mean? He said, I tell you he's not coming.
The way his social anxiety set up, he ain't coming. I know he not coming.
That's right.
What? Who?
All right.
How many people gonna be there? Who all over there? What?
Well.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Well, shout to Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Now, today is a GOAT's birthday.
You know, Duval got his Instagram taken down one time because he called Nicki Minaj the GOAT. I meant to tell Adam that they don't understand culture. He called Nicki, he said Nicki Minaj is the GOAT.
Goodness gracious.
And they said that was bullying, as if he was calling her a GOAT.
Really?
Yes.
I flagged mad people for bullying me. They don't take their page down.
Can I tell y'all something?
What?
I just found out. Y'all thought I was joking when I said that NB flagged Chloe Haley 9,000 times. He flagged Chloe Haley 9,000 times on Instagram, trying to get her taken down.
No, I did
this
not.
guy's got a problem,
I
y'all.
did not do that. Don't say
this
that.
Guy got a problem,
believe
y'all.
you. People will believe you.
I don't have no reason to make that
You're
up.
lying because nobody ever did that.
And he said he set up a burner account and sent out a tweet talking about Chloe not really that cute. Y'all be hyping her up.
Yo, you just try to create
He
all
did.
types of
Didn't he
stuff.
say that in the room?
I'm about to get your Instagram taken down for bullying me. But anyway.
Mine ain't getting taken down.
Happy birthday to Soulja Boy. Today is Soulja Boy.
Today is Soulja's
born day.
Drop on the clues bomb for Soulja. Why you ain't just say that from the beginning?
First rapper to have a birthday. This happy birthday, Soulja Boy.
Why you ain't just say it was SB's born day from the beginning?
That's what
man.
I was trying to say.
Damn.
All right.
What we gonna do? We gonna celebrate Soulja?
We're gonna start the mix off with some Soulja Boy. All right. Happy birthday, Soulja Boy. It's the mix is up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela here, and the General Insurance has been helping people save money for nearly 60 years. Take a closer look at the General and get the great low rates and quality coverage you deserve. For a hassle-free quote today, call 800-GENERAL or go to thegeneral.com. Some restrictions apply.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, shout out to Steven Jackson for joining us.
Salute to my guy, Steven, man. Make sure you listen to the All the Smoke podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. And make sure you check out that Malice in the Palace documentary on Netflix.
Absolutely. Again, and shout out to everybody heading to my car show August 14th. There's about 16 days left. So I just want to shout to all the celebrities that are giving me their cars, all the surprises. We have cars from Nas, French Montana, Little Uzi Vert, 50 Cent, Fabulous, Little Kim Currency, and more. So you want to get your tickets. We have monster trucks that are going to be there. There's all types of cool things, like we have double dutch to teach kids how to double dutch. We have rides. We have a free throw shooting contest where people could actually win some prize money and some cool gifts. Ferris wheels, all types of stuff. So if you haven't got your tickets, it's a family fun day. Get your tickets. Vendors, food trucks, and all that. So I want to see you guys. And if you have a car you want to put into the car show, or you're part of a car club, or you want to be a vendor, you can always email me, DJMV at DJMVcarshow@gmail.com. Again, that's DJMVcarshow@gmail.com. And let me shout out to Lincoln Tech, the sponsor. They're going to have a bunch of activations as well. All right, when we come back, positive note, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man. I also want to tell everybody to make sure you go out there and pre-order Anita Kopac's debut book, Shallow Waters. I was just looking at Booklist, and Booklist gave her a stellar review for Shallow Waters. She's gotten stellar reviews from everybody from Harper's Bazaar to Publishers Weekly. So salute to everybody who's got advanced copies and is loving what Anita Kopax is putting out into the ecosystem. Also, positive note, speak positive words into your life every single morning. Think big, think healing, think success, think peace, think happiness, think growth mindset. Always start the day with positive energy. You deserve it.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?